You walk through the door, sit down on the couch, and within seconds, it happens. Your dog is right there, enthusiastically dragging their wet tongue across your hands, your arms, and if they can reach it, straight across your face. Most people just laugh it off. We wipe our faces, we smile, and we assume it is the simplest thing in the world. We think, oh, I'm giving me kisses. They're just being cute. We take a human behavior kissing to show affection, and we project it right onto our dogs. But here is a hard truth that is going to completely shatter how you view your furry best friend. Your dog does not know what a human kiss is. When your dog licks you, they are not giving you a kiss. They are executing a highly complex, deeply biological, and sometimes desperate form of communication. What looks like a cute, sloppy habit is actually an ancient survival instinct. Welcome back to Petpsyche. Today, we are opening the behavioral psychology file on why your dog really licks you. We are going to decode the 5 secret messages hidden in your dog's tongue. And I need you to pay close attention and stay until point number 3, because misreading that specific type of lick is the #1 reason well-meaning owners accidentally push their dogs to the breaking point. Let's get into it. Point 1, the biological therapist, the chemical wellness check. Let's start with the most common scenario. You just got home from a terrible day at work. You haven't even said a word, but your dog comes over and starts intently licking your hands or your bare feet. It feels a little gross, right? But what they are doing in that exact moment is nothing short of a biological miracle. Here's the science almost no one talks about. Humans are constantly sweating, even when we don't feel hot, and our sweat contains a dense cocktail of hormones, salt, and sebaceous oils. When you are stressed, your body pumps out cortisol and adrenaline, and those stress hormones seep directly out of your pores. Your dog isn't just tasting salt. They possess a specialized cluster of sensory skulls, Jacob Simpson's organ, or the vomeronasal organ, located at the bottom of their nasal passage. This organ allows them to literally taste smells. When they drag their tongue across your skin, they are gathering chemical data. They are reading the chemical diary of your day. They know you are stressed before you even realize. Your shoulders are tense, and by licking you, they are trying to act as your biological therapist. In the animal kingdom, grooming a stressed pack member is a way to lower the group's overall anxiety. They are absorbing your turbulent energy. So, the next time your dog insists on licking your feet after a long day, don't just push them away in disgust. They are running a wellness check on the person they love most in the world. But what happens when you are not the one who is stressed? What happens when they are the ones feeling the pressure? That brings us to a behavior that is completely misunderstood by 99% of dog owners. Point 2, the peacemaker, the appeasement lick. Have you ever raised your voice in the house? Maybe yelling at a sports game on TV, or having a loud phone call and your dog slowly approaches you, head slightly lowered, and gently licks your hand or your leg. Most owners look down and think, oh, they are comforting me. But flip the script. Look at it through the lens of evolutionary pack dynamics. In a wild wolf pack, aggression and loud noises mean danger. When the alpha of the pack is agitated, the lower-ranking wolves will perform what is called active appeasement behavior. They will lower their posture, avoid direct eye contact, and gently lick the muzzle or the paws of the agitated wolf. It is nature's ultimate de-escalation tactic. It is a white flag. When your dog hears you yelling, even if you are not yelling at them, their ancient DNA gets triggered. The peace of their pack is threatened. When they come over and lick your hand, they are acting as the peacemaker. They are saying, I acknowledge your power. I mean no harm. Please, let's bring the energy of the den back to a safe level. They are actively trying to soothe the environment because they desperately need their home to feel secure. It's a beautiful, fragile gesture. But this appeasement instinct has a darker, more urgent side. And if you don't know how to recognize it, you are betraying your dog's trust without even knowing it. Point 3, the kiss to dismiss the silent cry for space. This is the point I warned you about at the beginning of the video. This is the single most important psychological translation you will ever learn about your dog. Picture this. You lean in to give your dog a tight, human-style hug. You wrap your arms around their neck, put your face right next to theirs, and suddenly they start licking your face rapidly, over and over again. You smile, thinking, wow, they really love this hug. No, they don't. In canine body language, this rapid, frantic licking, when physically restrained, is known as a displacement behavior. Veterinary behaviorists often call it the kiss to dismiss. Dogs are cursorial animals. Their primary defense mechanism is the ability to run away. When you wrap your arms around them, you trap them. It spikes their anxiety. But because they love you, And because their bite inhibition toward you is so strong, they won't growl or snap. Instead, they use their tongue to gently, frantically push you away. That rapid face licking translates to, "I love you, but I am extremely uncomfortable. You are in my personal space, I feel trapped, please back off." If you ignore this and keep squeezing them, you are ignoring their most polite request for bodily autonomy. Children are bitten all the time because adults mistake the kiss to dismiss for affection and encourage the child to keep hugging the dog. Do not make this mistake. When a dog licks you frantically to get away, the ultimate act of love you can offer is to immediately loosen your grip and give them their space back. But don't worry, not all licking is born from stress. Sometimes, it is the purest neurological expression of love on the planet. Point 4. The mother's echo, the neurological healing loop. Think about the quiet moments. It is late at night, the house is silent, you are sitting on the sofa, and your dog is resting their head on your lap. Slowly, methodically, they begin to lick your arm or your hand. It's a slow, rhythmic, almost hypnotic motion. This is not a chemical wellness check. This is not appeasement. This is the mother's echo. When your dog was a tiny, blind, deaf newborn puppy, the very first sensory experience they ever had in this world was the warm, rhythmic tongue of their mother licking them to stimulate their breathing and digestion. In a dog's brain, a slow, repetitive lick is the foundational blueprint of safety, warmth, and maternal love. When they do this to you, magic happens on a neurological level. Studies show that rhythmic licking releases a massive surge of endorphins and oxytocin, the love hormone in the dog's brain. But the incredible part, because you are physically bonded, your brain releases oxytocin too. They are literally using their tongue to weave a blanket over both of your nervous systems. They are self-soothing, and they are taking you with them into that deep, biological state of peace. You are their safe harbor, and that slow lick is their way of anchoring themselves to you. Which brings us to the final point. The most profound meaning behind the lick, the one that ties 15,000 years of evolution directly to your living room. Point 5. The homecoming reverence, the ultimate trust. You've been gone for 8 hours. You unlock the door, and your dog loses their mind. They jump up, and if they can, they aim straight for your mouth and your face. To us, it's sloppy and overwhelming. But to them, it is a sacred ritual. In the wild, when the adult wolves leave the den to hunt, the pups and the subordinate members stay behind. The wild is dangerous. Every time the hunters leave, there is a chance they won't come back. When the hunters finally return, the pack greets them by enthusiastically licking their muzzles. They do this for 2 reasons. First, to taste where the hunters have been and what they have brought back. But secondly, it is a deeply ingrained biological celebration of survival. When your dog targets your face when you walk through the door, they are not just saying hello. They are performing the ancient homecoming reverence. You left the den. You went out into the terrifying, unpredictable world. And you survived. You came back to them. You are the provider. You are the center of their universe. And that frantic licking is their way of saying, "You are home. Our pack is whole again. We are safe." Between the lines of that sloppy greeting is a level of loyalty and reverence that most humans could never even fathom. Redemption and medical red flags. Understanding this beautiful, complex language is empowering. But as always on Petpsyche, we have to look out for their health. If your dog suddenly starts licking you, the furniture, or their own paws obsessively, and cannot seem to stop, do not ignore it. Compulsive licking is not a sign of extra affection. It is almost always a glaring medical red flag pointing to canine allergies, severe gastrointestinal pain, or chronic anxiety. When the tongue won't stop, behavior is their only vocabulary for pain. Call your vet. And for the normal licks, the wellness checks, the appeasements, the mother's echoes, stop telling them no and pushing them away like they are being a nuisance. You don't have to let them lick your face for 10 minutes, but at least acknowledge the communication. Gently stroke their head, speak in a soft, warm tone, and let them know the message was received. Because every time you do, you are proving to them that they were right to trust you. I want to hear from the Petpsyche community today. Look closely at your dog's behavior. Are they a biological therapist who licks you when you're stressed? Or are they a peacemaker? What is the funniest or weirdest time your dog has tried to kiss to dismiss you? Tell me all about your furry best friend down in the comments below. If this video completely changed how you view your dog's behavior, hit that subscribe button. We are here every week, decoding the incredible psychology behind everything your pet does. Thank you so much for watching, and tonight, give your little peacemaker an extra pet for me.